She's all wound up again. So.
Okay.
This is for the guy that says, obviously, it shows what cocaine can do. No, she just wound up.
What? Somebody thinks that I'm
I know.
okay.
They thought you're on coke drugs. No. Don't
What
take
would I be on drugs for? I'd rather spend the money on clothes.
Yeah. Clothes.
Or equipment.
Equipment, shoes.
Equipment, shoes.
Makeup she gets supplied all the time by everybody. So.
I know, the glasses are dirty. Okay. So
She's going to do it without her glasses on.
I am, because they're dirty. I just looked at them. Oh, hello, this is not a spring chick, the Bikini Czar. And I am all wound up because it's Fashion Week and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be wearing. Of course, green for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm bringing out my green shoes. I don't know, can you see them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is generally how she shows her shoes to people, folks. We're talking at the night of 100 stars in her gown.
Well,
she
no,
was showing
because
some
otherwise
shoes.
you're looking at the shoes are like...
Because you can't see the shoes, the camera will not go down that
so
far.
So then I pull it up for the camera.
Yeah.
So, anyway. And actually, I'm really kind of excited because these shoes have been in the closet. I haven't worn them because it was one of those times that I looked at the shoes. I'm like, no, it doesn't quite go with my outfit right now, and they're really kind of high. And I thought they were cute before, and I put them on. They're actually, I'm really surprised at how comfortable they are.
Yeah. And she's hauling out the green because of the fact that she's going to a St. Patty's thing on St. Patrick's Day this week, and she's hoping that, well, her grandmother is Irish, folks. My grandmother is Irish, so we have a lot in common.
Yes, yes, yes. And they're like, I thought you don't drink. I don't,
no,
but I can still have fun.
No, this is a week that she gets to go dress very pretty. And she loves to dress up. Last night we went dressed up, which you'll have to see how she was dressed up in another segment because not in this one.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so all wound up because of, because Fashion Week, and then I'm getting ready because St. Patrick's Day, and you know.
But she's also got friends that are in town, and we have all access passes, which are like, as they say, keys to the kingdom with all access passes.
Yes, 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 yes.
It means nothing to the more ordinary people out there, but the people that are press
everybody
watching.
wants, they would love a backstage pass.
Yeah.
All access.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for Fashion Week with an all-access pass to events, it is the crown jewels of the press industry is an all-access pass.
I know, so I'm very wound up. I'm very, very excited. Of course, our first,
That was from the event we went to last night.
Fendi.
Yeah.
Well, because part of it is we've been going to fashion events. Skin graft. Okay, see, part of it is Fashion Week LA is not like Fashion Week in New York. In fact, Fashion Week LA has gotten, let's just say, a lot of flack. Okay, because how can you be in LA and not have all these celebrities come out? Because a lot of them just kind of poo-pooed it. It's like Mercedes-Benz used to do their Fashion Week over here, which used to be a bigger deal, and everybody used to run around. So the venues and everything have been smaller, but they're still trying to bring people out. So one of the first ones I went to was I went to the other one. Oh, what the name of the company is? Oh, you're good. Living? Oh, this is bad.
I should have to find out and let you know.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me go grab the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Living Divine Vintage. Isn't that a little cute? So anyway, it's a new online store that has vintage attire that you can buy online. Which is
I remembered that one now. I do remember that one because you talked about the stuff.
Because we were thinking it was just all older glory.
Yeah.
No, it's whether they're purses or clothes or something, Living Divine Vintage. So that one's really kind of cool. And then Skin Graft. Skin Graft, I've been following them for several years, ever since the designer, the PR firm introduced me. I love, it's very urban. Think of leather, feathers, lace. Okay, you kind of get the picture. But it's very architectural, kind of like
Actually, it was a
futuristic.
massive event for the young lady to put it together. The biggest one I've seen yet.
It was and it was part of it is with Fashion Week. There's different types of shows. And by reading the invitation, you can kind of figure out what kind of show it is. Some are runway shows, some are installations, some are vignettes, some are cocktail parties. You go, what in the world does all that mean? Okay, runway shows, exactly like it sounds. It's a runway show. A installation usually means the models are standing around in the clothes, and you can go around and look at them.
Like Jen Arch used to do.
Uh-huh.
That's why it sounded familiar.
Mm-hmm. Cocktail parties, of course people are walking around at the cocktail party, right? And you get to see the clothes. Some of them are just galas where people are walking around. There's a little mix of both. So depending on what kind of event it is, varies tremendously. Some of them, it's basically everybody sits around and talks and visits, and then sometimes there's red carpet, sometimes there's not, and so it varies. It's all over the board depending on what type of event it is, what type of designer, how much you're spending, if it's public, if it's not public. Some of them are you can buy a ticket for, so you can be part of the general public. Some of them are invite only, some are to the trade, some are, okay, you get the picture, it's all over the board. So this is LA, not quite New York, but we're trying to get more of the celebrities out. But at Skin Graft, there was a design installation. They had runway shows going on in the other room. Some of them actually were really kind of intriguing. But there's a few people that did make it that I saw. I saw celebrity stylist Kaida, who was there, who was dressing Bobby Brown. And Nick Simmons, remember Family Jewels? Gene Simmons' son that did the comic books. Okay, and of course, Nick is, how tall is Nick? He's like 6'6".
He's taller than his father.
He's a very tall,
and
lanky.
his father is tall, but I think he's taller than his dad.
I think he's like 6'6", 6'7".
No, his mom is tall also, though.
Yeah.
She's a very tall woman, so.
And then, the other person we saw, we weren't quite certain. We were like, is that Adam Lambert or is that a lookalike? It was Adam Lambert.
She did find out last night it was Adam Lambert, so.
Well, part of it is okay, when there's a red carpet, people walk across the red carpet and you kind of figure. But the other ones, they're just people like the rest of us, so they hang out and they do things. Mm-hmm. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so sometimes I don't take pictures of people like that because if by taking pictures you call attention to them.
Yeah.
Right? And so you kind of let them have their own private space.
Well, because a lot of, I'm going to try to put it very simply, a lot of men are dragged along by their young wives.
Well, he was dragged along by one of his male friends.
Yeah, that's the same difference.
Who liked Skin Graft.
Yeah.
Right? And I looked at the clothes and I'm like, yeah, I could see you guys like Skin Graft because you could tell when you went there who had been going to the shows and who dressed up just for a specific event. Because the people that had been there for a number of them were wearing hardly any clothes because it was getting really hot. In fact, the fire marshal would have loved it. The people that came in just for the Skin Graft were in black leather, right?
Yeah.
In all black. It's really kind of obvious. So, I know. So anyway, this bag right here, we got an all-access pass. Well, actually, we're really kind of fortunate because it is, okay, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, you should have the press release from in there.
We have more stuff coming in. That's right.
It was a nice thing last night because like I said, last night I ran into somebody that I worked with a long time ago. That I knew who he was, but I didn't know who he was because he's older. And we're talking as she's over doing her social stuff. And he said, my blankety-blank wife dragged me over here, and I said, which one it is? And he said, we got a coin, throw it out, and I bound to have married one of them. So I thought it was funny. He's a nice guy, and really super good looking for pushing 80. Ooh. Tall, distinguished.
Well, see, part of it is you never know who you're going to be, because last night it was a VIP/media reception. So and we're going, why are they having a separate event? Of course, it was at Fendi, so we had to go.
Yeah, but we actually figured out why they had the event, because there was a perk for the press that went there. A big
access.
Yeah.
Media pass.
You go there and you get an all access, which, like we're talking about, that is the key for anybody in the press, and all access is what you hope for.
So they're trying to really encourage people to cover this. And this is Style Fashion Week, bringing fashion back to LA. And it's at the renovated downtown Viviana, which it's a cathedral. We've been there for events. It's
I remember that.
35,000 square feet of luxurious space.
I do remember.
Part of it is when they come down the runway,
yeah.
it just, the cathedral is,
That was the first
It's so
place we met.
picturesque. It's gorgeous.
That was the first place we met. We met Mikey. Was there?
You met her there?
Yeah, that was.
No, we knew her before that, didn't we?
No, that was the first time we'd met her.
Yeah. So part of it is anything there looks absolutely gorgeous. But you know what else they have there is they have Ramsey's 3 at Juan. It's not Juan, it's Juan.
Juan.
Salon out of Beverly Hills. They've got mini spa services with Bliss Spa and New Bar that are going to be happening during the reception hours. And they've got treats from Pinkberry, kind snacks, and beverages provided by Monster, Java, Leblon,
Yeah.
Mercury Pinot Noir, NYX Cosmetic. I mean, so they have all of these different things that are going on. Well, because what happens is between fashion shows, runway events, they've got all these people that are just kind of hanging out, waiting for things to happen. So on their, I'm trying to think, their schedule is not on here. So they've got everybody just kind of hanging out, visiting, and then they come in for the fashion show. So they really make it an event.
Yeah.
They've got a series of different shows, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They all have their own different theme. One of them is Gypsy 5 and Future Heretics. Oh, I'll wear my Future Heretic shirt.
Yeah.
I have one of them. They also have performances by the Cirque du Soleil people.
Yeah.
And they also have a salute to Alexander McQueen.
Yeah.
Which actually I think is going to be the big one. That one's also in support of the American Heart Association, so it's Go Red for Women.
Yeah, because it looks to me like they're trying to replace IMG and Mercedes-Benz. And which IMG actually did put on nice things with Mercedes-Benz, but they just simply pulled out of the area because of lack of actor support.
So part of it is Style Fashion Week is here. So while we were there, of course, let's see, who do we see? Sophia Milos was there. You might have known her from CSI Miami. She's also got a television show in Germany that's really big. Michael Dean Shelton, the philanthropist. And you also saw, I'm trying to think, there were a number of young models, actors, actresses.
I know a young gentleman that's on the hottest show on the Disney Family, I think at the moment. He's on stand-up or something, or whatever. One of their new things, he was there, and there were multiple events that night.
Yeah, see, part of it is this one was not a red carpet, it's just reception, so everybody's just kind of hanging out. And so you're going, So you've got celebrity jewelers, celebrity stylists that are there, actors, actresses, and some of them you know, some of them you don't know.
Yeah.
Some of them that you just look
I didn't know a lot of the younger ones, knew some of the older ones.
Yeah. So, anyway, things like that are always fun. So, part of it is this is our gift bag for being there. Curious what's in a style gift bag?
Yeah.
Of course, this Fendi bag is to die for. Forget everything else. The Fendi bag.
Yeah, the Fendi bag. It's got a great looking holder, which we're basically going to use their scrap for the purposes. But I understand now why we got the berry. The berry bag, because I'll bet you they provided the fruit stuff for last night's show also.
Well, you know, they're one of the sponsors for the event.
Yeah, but there was all this fresh fruit that was being put in drinks last night.
Additional partners are Skull Candy, Sheridan LA downtown, Munitio 9mm headphones.
Yeah.
I wonder if Skull Candy's going to be there often.
Ooh, maybe Skull Candy will have little perks for people this week. They do often.
I will tell Clark I'm still waiting for my Rock Nation Aviator one.
Yeah.
Their headphones are supposed to be...
I know. Well, she has Skull Candy.
They're supposed to be monogrammed, and they're really cool, because if you look at the side, you can see through.
Yeah, but she has absolutely irritated people in other earphone business wearing the Skull Candy.
Oh, you mean because I wore my Skull Candies to Sennheiser?
Yeah.
Or to Shore?
Yeah, we also wore them at Monster. Actually, I wore your Skull Candy to do the Monster interview, so...
Hey, this one's got a different one.
Oh, it does? That one...
Here's the Shibu Stylist Kit.
Yeah.
So in here, silicone cover-ups.
Oh, that is a different one. Well, she has hers, and she also has mine, because there's not a lot of guy things. Yeah.
Okay, so these are really important.
It's so that when you have those top malfunctions, well,
you know, part of it is if you're wearing something tight, you can still see the lines for this. So then what you have is two looking petals.
It's good looking petals.
Of course, that could be part of the design. And they've got the strapless panties, so you put them down.
Yeah.
These are new. The other ones that you got were red.
Yeah.
So this one's kind of a cool, like... They call it Shibu
No,
Couture.
but that's totally different than the one I had.
I know.
So, no, we got Mel, and we got two. There's not a whole lot of Mel things.
I know. Well, because fashion would typically do well. Washi, vanilla blotting linens.
Yeah,
Okay, L'Oreal Texture Smooth. for
which
your
she
hair.
basically is going to use because we're trying to get her hair thicker.
Texture Expert L'Oreal.
Which going to
I
get
usually
you.
don't do.
Yeah.
Vitamin Cocktail Mask.
Yeah.
It's called Vitamin Cocktail Mask. Oh, by Beauty Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Nubar. Actually, this one's got 3 little ones. Nubar, N-U-B-A-R, nail polish.
There was only 2 in mine. Now she got 5 of them, which means they're not all the same. So I don't think the colors are the
Well,
same.
2 of the colors are the same, I think.
The other
And then
one
one's a clear base coat.
Yeah. but then-
Nubar is one of those new companies that is, it's free of all these things.
Yeah.
Tooling free, whatever it is.
No, it's basically
I
what
can't even
happened is they
pronounce
think they stopped adding petrochemicals to a lot of this stuff.
Oh, Zhivago, they were there, 24 karat gold perfumes.
Yeah.
Oh, another strapless padding. Yay!
You got the better bag.
Oh, lip gloss palette.
Yeah, and that's a different
It's
set
a different color palette.
different color.
Yours is all coral.
Mine's all coral, but we really hit the jackpot.
And New Beauty Mag.
Which those really are expensive
This
magazines.
is from
And that's a good
Pink
thing.
Candy.
Yeah.
Actually, I love this
Pink Candy,
magazine.
yeah, I know.
And I have thought about subscribing, but what happens is I go to events and I keep getting them, so I never
Yeah, so
subscribe.
don't subscribe. There are going to be a lot of these being given away this week.
Well, these are $10
Yeah.
for the magazine, and they come out, I think, every quarter. And the annual subscription is, what, $30?
Yeah.
But what they do is they come out with a tube of tester products for you to try. And this one really does, I mean, because it comes out every quarter, so it gives you the best. Like, this is the best of the best.
Yeah.
Big awards issue. Anti-aging serums, lip plumpers, erase wrinkles in seconds. This one has more, this is all about skincare.
Yeah.
New beauty, all the latest products, treated, untreated. Ooh.
And she's basically enthralled by the magazine now. So,
That one's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look at this high definition skin in seconds. You made them look better. Treated, untreated, and it's only $19.
yeah.
Nano blur.
Yeah, what most people don't realize is that Not a Spring Chick has a lot of freckles. Because we don't get a lot of close-ups, but as my father would say, since she's a pure Asian, it must have been another rooster in the hen house.
I have relatives that have freckles.
She's Irish, though. She's got an Irish grandmother.
Yeah, but she's a step grandma.
Well, somewhere along the line, you got
So
freckles.
somewhere along the line, I got freckles in my family.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
that's how
which
it
is
works.
not really a Chinese
No,
trait.
Asians don't freckle.
But I love this magazine, New Beauty.
Yeah.
You have seen, if you like beauty, fashion, skincare, you want to look young, this is probably and you're gonna go $30 for this? Yeah.
Yeah, but for a woman, it's not that big a deal.
But it's like $30 and it comes out once a quarter.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
you
a
get
great
it
big
4
thing.
times a year. Look at this magazine, it's a great reference
And it
book.
costs you more than that in the grocery store than the $30, so.
Well, it costs you $40, but part of it is you get that, those tube trial thingies.
Yeah, which is important.
Which
So,
is, and you can buy, and you're going, what? Basically, it's the new products that they're testing out. They come in a tube,
yeah,
like this, and plastic, and then you've got all these little sample sizes in them.
because it's a perk of taking a subscription, because they get to test on the people.
Yeah, well, a lot of the products that you're testing are really kind of expensive.
Yeah.
No, they're not expensive. It's only $150 for 1 ounce size.
They don't do animal testing, they just test on humans, so.
So, I know, I was gonna, see, part of it is I was gonna leave this until, okay, that we got through to more fashion stuff to share things with you, but okay, I got excited about Fashion Week, so you get to see it early while we're still going on through Fashion Week. So anyway, this is Not a Spring Chick, the Bikini Czar. We have more to come for you.